Okay, so this is fake. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to We Sips, West Coast, East Coast siblings. We're teaming up to cover a Quibi show, The Stranger. I did the first 3 episodes yesterday, so links will be down in the description if you want to catch up. Today we're talking episode 4, so we're going to do one big takeaway because this episode was a nothing burger.
Yeah, it was. Not even any sauce. It was nothing.
Okay, so here's the big takeaway, and we're going to discuss it. This show is not actually happening.
That's not the biggest takeaway.
No, if you listen to me, you'll see that it is.
But the biggest takeaway from this episode is that he can see her on.
No, it's not. If you would wait 5 seconds to hear me out.
Go ahead, Chris.
So here's the biggest takeaway. Through what we've learned from this episode, we can now pretty much confirm that everything that's happening is not actually happening. We have the anagram of Carl E. and Claire, right? So both of their names have the same letters in it. Plus, every time something happens, she has no record of it ever happening, deleting text messages to the point. Then, the corn knife in her house also ended up in her possession by the end of this episode with blood on it. How did the guy kill the pupusa lady after she already had the corn knife? Also, this guy has access to her car. The car was open when she put the dog in it. He was able to get into the gate. He was able to get into her apartment. He always seems to be one step ahead of her. He knows intimate details about her life, including what her bed looks like, etc. And he's got an obsession with her telling a great story, just like she does. The final nail in the coffin was when she called her mom, and her mom said, "Not this again."
So, We Sibbers, this is the first time Christopher is sharing this theory with me. And now that I think about it, I think that is very plausible. So this was the first episode that I watched at 3 o'clock in the morning, because obviously I wasn't here yesterday. Your patience, your attention span is very short so early in the morning. And my first thought was, what is wrong with this girl? She called the police, and the police told her that she was on hold. They had a long key. That doesn't happen in real life, friends. Not even in Los Angeles. So that was crazy. And then she pulls off in the middle of the street and goes into this group of buildings.
There. It was like a worship service.
Yeah, it was like a worship service. It didn't make any sense.
Like there were no other roads for her to turn around.
And so I think
she's a killer.
Possible. Oh, you think she's a killer? You think she killed those people?
Well, not even necessarily. Actually, scratch that, because remember at the end of the first episode, nobody was actually dead. Mm-hmm. So
that's true, yeah.
Maybe she's just doing this in order to inspire herself to write a great story. And Carl E. is someone she's made up in her head that is forcing and encouraging her to create a great story.
Or she's having some sort of psychotic break, and she's going through all of these things that she thinks they're happening. They're not happening at all. That's a very interesting theory. I support it. What do you guys think? Let us know what you think in the comments below.
There's gotta be more to this episode. There's got to be more to this episode. But honestly, guys, nothing else happened. She was literally being chased the entire episode. She went right from the corn, from her apartment to the car. Got stopped, went in the bathroom, came out, and drove away.
But also, when you're running from a killer and you're in a car, why did she get out of the car in the first place to go into the worship service?
Makes no sense.
It made no sense.
Stay in your car. And just turn around.
Right, and why not ask any of those people for help? That place was full of people. Why isolate yourself in a bathroom?
Well, I think that's the issue. There's no one actually there. They set her up as the protagonist, so naturally we want to believe her and what she's saying. Mm-hmm. But the problem is no one else in the show has ever seen Carl E. or been in contact with this guy at all.
That's true.
So, I think she's just making it up.
But here's the thing. Is she making it up to the point where she's actually driving around and making it look like she's being chased, convincing herself that she's being chased, or is she still at home asleep?
No, I think she's really going around here. Well, I do think she's making up most of it. The part about her hysteria and calling the cops and running around and being seen at these places is very real. Now, the one thing I think that would change the outcome a little bit is that now people think she committed murder. So if this lady at this the pupusa stand is
oh my
dead,
gosh, have you had a pupusa?
No, I don't even know what that is. In fact, I thought it was a bad word at first, so I didn't really want to say it. Dish.
It's a Spanish dish, and it's basically a corn patty, and then it's stuffed with meat and cheese.
Oh, that sounds good. That actually sounds really good.
Yeah, it's really good.
Anyway, guys, those are our big takeaways from this episode. This is a dumb show, and it's predictable.
Yeah, it's hard to watch, guys.
Especially at 3 a.m., even
Yeah.
for 10 minutes. Maybe we're tripping. Down in the comments below, is she crazy? Is she telling the truth?
Is this happening?
Yeah. So that's going to do it for this episode. Be sure to like the video if you like the video. Subscribe and click that bell if you want to be up to date on all the Quibi shows. We've got you covered. Also, go follow our sister channel, The La Quente Ledger. They've got Most Dangerous Game over there, so be sure to check it out. Links to everything will be in the description below. We got a lot of fun for you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one pretty much tomorrow. Peace!